There are moments in history that seem like just another news story, and then you realize it was the beginning of something bigger, or the end. I've been following this story from the start, not as a journalist, but as someone trying to understand what drives the people at the top. It all started with an executive order. Global tariffs. Sounds boring, right? But really, it's a punch to the pockets of millions, and to the law. But the law is stubborn. Importers sued, and the case made it to the smartest people in the country. 9 judges, 3 of them his own appointees. It seemed like everything was under control, but it only seemed that way. 5-4, the tariffs were ruled illegal. Just imagine that moment in the Oval Office. But here's the thing. 3 judges, the ones he appointed, voted against him, against the man who gave them their robes. And this is where it gets psychological. Have you ever been betrayed by your own people? I think you felt it. They thought he'd back down, hide, admit defeat. But they forgot one thing. Men like that don't know how to lose. A few hours after the court's decision, he gathered his team. No cameras, just the inner circle. And they found a loophole. There's always a loophole in the law. Section 122. Sounds like the name of a spy movie, right? 15%, 150 days. Legally? Fine. In reality, a slap in the face to the court. And that's when I asked myself, is this strength or desperation? You know, sometimes they look the same. In Beijing, they called it agony. In Brussels, recklessness. And in Ohio, a small factory owner just turned off the TV. Because for him, these games at the top aren't a game. It's his job, his family, his life. And in Washington, they were getting ready for the next round. Because in this game, no one stops. You know, I've thought a lot about this moment. About a man who built the system, and the system bit him, and how he bit back. They say power corrupts, but you know what's worse? Power makes you fight to the end, even when the end is near, especially when it's near. This isn't a story about politics. It's a story about us, about how we cling to control when everything's falling apart, and call it strength.